Good morning, students. Today we will learn about infinitives. We will know about what is infinitive. An infinitive is a verb that is not limited by person, number, and tense. It is a base form of the verb and usually has to before it. And it may be stand alone for without to also. And for this further we will see the examples. For example, where we use to before verb to tell, to live, to call, to choose, to test, to complete, to travel, to love, to know, to behave. Now we will see where we use infinitive after certain verbs like example want, wish, agree, fail, mean, decide, learn. Before these verbs we use infinitive to. After the auxiliaries verb, example to be to have to, and ought to. Before these verbs we also use infinitive. Now we will see the place of infinitives. In many ways we can see the place of infinitives as a subject of the verb, as the object of a transitive verb, as the complement of a verb, as the object of a preposition, as an objective complement. So one by one we will see with the help of examples. As a subject of the verb, to admit one's fault is not easy. So here the use of infinitive is as the subject of the verb. Now number two, as a object of a transitive verb. As a object of a transitive verb. So we'll see the example. I want to eat. So here infinitive to is uses as a object of a transitive verb. Number third, as a complement of a verb. His greatest ambition is to become a doctor. So here infinitive to is uses as a or complement of a verb. Number fourth, as an object of a preposition. For example, they are about to start their journey. So here to infinitive is uses as the object of a preposition. Number fifth, as an objective complement. For example, he made her work. So here infinitive to is uses as an objective complement. Here we are not seeing to infinitive, but plainly we are using infinitive. We are not writing over here, but we are using to infinitive. So for example, we will see he made her work. So here before work we are taking in a sense to, but we are not writing over here. Now we will see the use of infinitives after auxiliary verb. Now we'll see the example. She cannot speak to you. He should give her some money. Shall I talk to him? Would you like a cup of coffee? I might stay another night in the hotel. They must leave before 10 a.m. So all these examples they are showing here we are not seeing the use of infinitive to, but in the meaning sense we are using infinitive to. Over there we are not writing to after auxiliary verb. So here we can see the example of use of infinitive after auxiliary verb without writing to. Now we will see the use of without infinitive after verbs of perception. Perception means the way of looking. The pattern will be verb plus object plus no infinitive. Over there we will not write infinitive after the verb, but in meaning we will take the infinitive. Now we will see the examples. He saw her fall from her cliff. So as I earlier told, the pattern will be verb plus object plus no infinitive. So he saw her fall from her cliff. As in meaning, if he saw her to fall from her cliff, we will take. But here to infinitive is we will not write here, but in meaning we will take infinitive. Okay, so he saw her fall from her cliff. Like the other example, we heard them to close the door, but we are taking in sense only, in meaning only. We are not writing to infinitive here. They saw us walk towards the lake. So like this, verb, saw is a verb, us is object, and after the verb there will be we will not write here infinitive to, but we are taking in their meaning. They saw us to walk towards a lake. It's like she felt the spider crawl up her leg. Like here, verb is a felt, the spider is an object, and after the verb, we are taking to infinitive, but we are not writing. So we are writing like she felt the spider crawl up her leg. So we have seen the use of infinitive after the verb, but we are taking in the meaning only to infinitive. We are not writing after the verb. Now we will see the use of without infinitive after the verbs make and let. We will see the examples after we used to take in sense infinitive to, but we don't write after the verb make and let. So we will see the examples. Her parents let her stay out late. Let's go to the cinema tonight. You made me come with you. Don't make me study that boring grammar book. All these examples, they are showing we are taking to infinitive in meaning, but we are not using after the verb make and let. Now we will see the examples of use of infinitive after the expression had better. Examples: we had better take some warm clothing. She had better ask him not to come. We had better reserve a room in the hotel. You had better give me your address. They had better work harder on their homework. So all these examples, they are showing we are taking to infinitive in their meaning sense, but we are not using infinitive to after the expression had better, but we are taking in their sense. We are not writing over here, but all these examples, they are showing we are using infinitive to in hidden way. Now we will see the use of without infinitive with why. We know the question word why is followed by without infinitive, and we use why when somebody is making suggestions. So we will see the examples. Why wait until tomorrow? Why not ask him now? Why leave before the end of the game? Why walk when we can go in the car? Why not buy a new bed? So all these examples, they are showing somebody is making suggestions to someone, but they are not using infinitive here, because earlier I have told you why is followed by without infinitive when making suggestions.